Good morning, world. We are on our way to the airport. Got a Grab taxi and we're going to a new airport today actually. We've not been to this part of Manila before. Okay, this is it. This is a little bit weird. It's super dark here. We're actually flying with a new airline today, Sunlight Air. Don't know if you could even see me. They don't take you to the actual airport that we're used to, do they?
No, we're like being dropped off by the side of a mega busy road.
Yeah, look at this. Okay, let's see what this airline is all about. So if you're coming to Sunlight Air, they drop you off underneath this highway. And then you go to this hangar here. Hi.
Yes, sir, good morning.
Good morning. Oh, here we go. And here is the Sunlight Air Lounge. Very weird. Okay, this is it. Just gone through security. And this is the lounge and the check-in area and the everything. It's actually probably a little bit smaller than Siargao Airport, isn't it? I think they literally only run this airline from here. I'm not sure how far away we are from the regular Manila airport, but this is a very different experience. So this airline has only just started flying to Siargao. I think they only go to a few islands in the Philippines, but it was much cheaper, all in with a bag and everything. So I quite like this experience so far. I do think that we'll probably fly them again if things go well with the flight. We'll let you know. I'm going to film the whole thing. Just checking in the bags. You get 10 kilos each baggage with your flight ticket price. Alright, check-in process was very smooth. Now we're going through to the lounge area where apparently there's free coffee. Amazing. Walking through and then this is the lounge area. It's like a boutique hotel. Salamat. Air conditioning is ice cold in here.
Yeah,
Do you
jumper on.
know what this reminds me of? You know when you go to an Ibis hotel,
yeah.
like that kind of boutique-y, but like,
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
yeah.
Like a boutique.
Big jumper.
Really? No. Well, if you can't handle this, you're going to struggle in South Korea. Gotta make a coffee. Oh. I know, make a coffee.
It's not our house.
Yes.
Does it feel like a house?
Did you know about coffee?
Yeah, it's on there a little bit.
So this is the lounge area. They've got some branded tissue here, branded cups, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Make your own coffee there with the.
Creamer, sugar, and also extra coffee.
Oh yeah, you can need more coffee.
Yeah.
Actually, it did look a bit weak, so you might want to put that in there. And there's a little bread basket there with some baked goods, some like pastry goods, and a water machine.
That's a cool, like elevator music playing.
Yeah.
I have drew a beautiful picture.
Ooh, amazing. Bye. Thank you. This is cool. Wow, look at the helicopter story. I guess we just walk straight onto the plane. Amazing. Very cool. Just came out of this hangar. Walked straight onto the aircraft. So this is a very different airport, very different. Excited. Good morning. Thank you. Sunlight Air. I'm liking this experience so far.
Hi, how are you?
Good morning.
What's your head? Good morning.
Oh,
Hi. What's your head? Almost there.
this is quite a nice plane actually. I thought it was going to be smaller than this, but not bad. Okay, so it's a 2x2 layout here. I've actually got more legroom than I did on the Cebu Pacific flight, isn't it? Oh, I'm not a particularly tall guy, I'm 5'9", and this is the deal here, and I can put my feet right under there, stretch them right out. That's really good. The windows are the same size as normal. Look at this poor spider though. He's had a hard life. And here we are. So if you look over the distance there, I think that is the regular airport on that side maybe. I'm very impressed with this. And the fact that it was like almost half the price as a normal flight. And there you go, 70 seats. They're right, you know, comfortable, wide leg room. Cool. So I've read the little sign before I got on board about how this airline was one of the first Filipino privately owned airlines. So you can like charter aircrafts, helicopter rides, but you can also now take like commercial flights, like little flights like this to some of the smaller islands. And this is our first time experiencing it. Are these the other places they go to?
Yeah.
So Manila, Boracay, Camiguin, this is somewhere we want to go. Coron, want to go there too, and here, and we live here, so awesome. I'll definitely fly this again as long as the flight's good. And looking at the baggage room up here, it's big enough to fit our bags in. My camera bag is normally quite heavy and it goes up there nicely. Didn't have any issues with baggage either, so you're only allowed 10 kilos per check-in bag, and then you have to buy more, but because we're allowed 10 kilos each and it was included in the flight price.
Welcome to our passengers on board Sunlight Air non-stop service. It's completely under the seat in front of you or in the overhead. Bin use caution when placing items in or removing them from the overhead compartment.
Okay, so as I was saying, we were allowed 10 kilos each per passenger.
May we request all passengers to take your seats who will not carry out.
Anyway, no problems with baggage whatsoever. Our check-in bags, we just checked them in and they were all under 10 kilos. Actually, one of them was over by 1 kilo, but there was actually no problem with that. Looking at the flight now, there's like probably only 10, 12 people on this airline, so it's very, very new, very unknown at the moment, but I'm very glad that Siargao now has this service, and yeah, I'm excited. So just reading this, they've got a fly, stay, dive or dine?
There's a dive and a dine.
Oh.
We're in the dive one now.
So it's like a package tour. You book it, you also get the accommodation and some of the tours included. So I think that's how they started with this.
We're cabin crew standby, all ground personnel disembark now.
Here we go.
We suggest that you keep your seatbelts fastened throughout the flight in case of sudden turbulence.
And welcome on second on flight Sunlight 987 bound for Siargao.
We are off. Brown there is ready. He's looking out the window. Oh, and right there. Amazing. Both the mares today. It's really cute actually. As we were leaving at the hangar, they just waved goodbye.
Yeah, all the staff gathered, waved you off.
Yeah. Never seen that before. So we've left the INAEC Hanger D, and it looks like we're driving into the regular airport now, so different entrance but the same runway. And I believe the propellers are about to start spinning. Whoa, that started spinning really quickly. On this flight, so Story has taken my Korea jacket. Yeah, you used it like a blanket, didn't you? Yeah, I've got trousers on today, and yet I feel like I could have had a second pair on, it would have been good. We are landing already, so it's only been like, I think just under 2 hours. Flight time was only supposed to be 2.5 hours, but it's been less than that. We're just going through the clouds now. This plane only flew at like 17,000 feet, so it was much lower than any of the flights we've taken here in the Philippines, but it felt exactly the same. Didn't have any turbulence whatsoever.
This is amazing.
What do you think about getting up so early to get on a flight?
Really tired. I just had like an hour's sleep until we were going to land, and now we're landing.
Yeah, you did have a nice nap, didn't you?
Yeah.
Home, sweet home. Nearly there. It's good to see the islands looking so healthy again. looks excited to be home. Are you excited? Excited to see Poppy? Yeah. Poppy, our little doggy, is waiting for us at home. Yeah, she'll make that noise, definitely. Looks like good weather down there. It's about 13 degrees. Here we go. Sunlight Air. I am impressed. I'm officially impressed with this airline. Very, very good.
Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened until the captain turns off the seatbelt sign.
Wow. Thank you. Bye. Back in Siargao. Oh, I can officially say I am super impressed with Sunlight Air. I will definitely be flying them again. Yeah, half the price, double the pleasure. Amazing. And this isn't an advert for Sunlight Air either. I was a bit shocked when I got to the airport this morning. Like, where the hell are they taking us, you know? So like the jet engine is super loud. So we left the island with Cebu Pacific, came back with Sunlight Air. We're just in the arrivals now. This is probably the cutest little conveyor belt I've ever seen in an airport. Kind of pointless having it, isn't it? Here comes our little bag. How many people were on the flight?
11.
Just 11 people.
Yeah, and 2
God.
staff and 2 pilots.
My goodness. So they put their sign up here now. I mean, this is a fairly new flight experience. We've only just started seeing these signs, haven't we? They fly 2 times a week, but I will definitely be using them again. That was amazing. Good morning, Larry. He's come to pick us up, take us home. Excited to go home. Feels good to be back in the sunshine. Looking forward to seeing Poppy. Hey! You little Parker! Oh, sweetie! Oh, sweetie!
Oh, you're so happy.
Yeah! Oh, you little orange flash! Look at you go! Orange flash you are! Oh, I've missed you, Poppy! Oh, sweetie! Oh, thanks for taking care of Poppy for us!
Yeah, you're welcome. Anytime. She's the sweetest.
Come on, you biter. Let's take you out for a nice walk. It feels good to be home. It feels good to hear the sound of that sea. Every time I come back to the island from the big city, I appreciate this even more. Come on then. Off you go. Big waves today, crashing down. I have to say, despite my initial impressions of that flight this morning, like where they drop you off, that part of the airport in Manila, I'm so impressed with how today went travel-wise. I'll definitely be looking up that flight again. So nowadays there are about 20 to 30 flights to Siargao every single week, but with this particular airline they only go twice a week, so you have to time it a little bit differently. But if time isn't really your issue and you can plan your trip accordingly, you can save so much money. Our flight direct single way was 5,000 pesos, and that is like less than the lowest rate for both Sebgo and for Philippines Airlines. So we will definitely be checking out their website again. And I've said it before and I'll say it again, we're not being sponsored to talk about this. I just like it when I find something good here in the Philippines, something that makes life a little bit easier, makes travel easier, and this is one of those things.
Poppy was just like having that coconut in her mouth,
Yeah?
but with a plant attached to it.
Was it?
She was just running around with it the whole time.
She loves it. Come on, sweetie. We've missed you. The only negative thing I could say about the flight this morning was not knowing what was going to happen with the luggage. As you can only book 10 kilos of check-in baggage, you couldn't book any more on the website, so we weren't sure whether they were going to overcharge us at the desk or anything, but because we actually didn't go over 10 kilos per person, we actually don't know. It felt a little bit like going on a private charter, having to go through that hangar and everything, which for me was a unique experience. And I like the fact that we didn't have to go to the big airport. It felt calmer. It felt like going from a little Siargao airport to a little Manila airport, which is something that makes me feel relaxed when I travel, and you can't beat that. I am going to go ahead and end the video for today. I don't think my speech has been coherent today. We woke up so early, I don't feel like my brain fully kicked into gear. I'm already sleepy and want to go to bed. So this will be Poppy's last walk of the day and my last look at the waves before bedtime. Pretty cool. What a place to live, eh? I hope you enjoyed our little trip to the big city, Story's big birthday moment, and we will see you in the next daily vlog. Bye.